YouTube, today I'm going to be showing you guys the top 3 loadouts for Iron Trials and Call of Duty Warzone to help you guys win more gunfights and more games. Let's go. Alrighty guys, I have 3 loadouts here for you guys today that are going to be your top 3-ish loadouts to basically win more gunfights and explain what you want out of a loadout, because obviously there's so many guns in the game right now. They've actually done a very good job of balancing weapons in Call of Duty Warzone right now, but I do think there is 3 specific loadouts in the game right now, or at least weapons that you really need to use to really find success. And I will talk about a couple separate weapons that you can throw in there as well, so it's not just going to be 3 different loadouts. There's going to be a couple different weapons we're going to talk about as well. So make sure you guys do drop a like on today's video, subscribe to the channel so you guys can find your way back, and comment below what your favorite weapon is from today's video, or if I am missing a weapon that needs to be on this list. Let's go. Alrighty guys, so coming in at number 3 today, guys, I'm gonna call this the noob loadout. This is gonna be the easiest loadout for anyone to use in the game, guys. Like, we just have bullets on bullets on bullets with these weapons. So we have ourselves a nice LMG here with the PKM. It has basically no recoil. You can trade out the tack laser for the stipple grip if you guys like that more. But at the end of the day, I think the tack laser is the best attachment on every Modern Warfare weapon. So you can get it in there. Definitely try it out. It does give you good stabilization and aim down sight speed. But you can't go wrong with the PKM, guys. You get a bunch of ammo. You have no recoil, which is absolutely phenomenal with the extra health. You can wipe probably like, with as many bullets as it comes with, you can probably wipe at least 2 teams because it's duos right now with that before even having to reload. And then we mix it up here with the Bullfrog. The reason the Bullfrog is being so found to be popular again is, first off, it's in a great spot. The gun in general feels really good, and it's just standard Warzone. It has a really good headshot multiplier, which gives it very good DPS when you sneak headshots in. But the reason I throw this one on is the noob loadout. You're gonna be like, I see Joe Woe use this gun all the time. I get it. Pro players are using this, but they're hitting headshots all the time. If you're not hitting headshots, this gun really isn't that good. But it does have an 85 round mag. An 85 round mag comboed with a 100 round mag from the PKM. Good luck, guys. You got about 150 bullets plus 100 and 200 bullets almost to like try to kill someone. Like, good luck. Like, someone is gonna die if you have this loadout, and it's gonna be very easy because first off, this Bullfrog loadout has good movement. It has good strafe speed. It has very minimal recoil, and it feels phenomenal. And then the PKM, what I talked about before, no recoil. So you get 2 no recoil weapons with big old magazines. So you really can't go wrong in this one. And that's why I put it at number 3. You can probably rank it up higher. You can swatch it out for other SMGs like the PPSH that have big magazines as well, if you prefer that. But I do think the Bullfrog is in a very solid spot, so I do recommend that. And then for the PKM, it's just easy to use, guys. Let's go on to number 2. And then coming in at number 2, guys, this could be number 1 for like high level players because there is a little bit more of a skill gap when it comes to it. But the Cold War AK-47 and the MAC-10. The reason why I talk about the skill gap in this one is because obviously Iron Trials, there's more health. Just in general, there's more health on people. It means you have to hit more shots. You only get a 60 round mag with this gun, which is fine because 60 round mag's big. You can put the 45 on, but I do just recommend the extra bullets just because it's better to have more bullets than less in this game mode. It's a little bit slower game mode, so you can take that ADS speed negativity. But this gun is one of the highest DPSs in the entire game. Absolutely beams people. You cannot go wrong with it. Has very, very little recoil, especially after last week's changes to it. So it's feeling phenomenal. And the time to kill is actually, it almost feels like standard Warzone if you sneak a few headshots in. So it is very, very good. And then the reason I talk about the skill gap so much on this class, 53 round mag with the MAC-10. If you're missing shots, you're not killing anyone. Like, you have to hit your shots with this gun. Yes, you can get away with missing a few. Don't get me wrong, 53 is a lot of bullets. But if you're in a 1v2 situation, which is going to happen at times, it's a duos event, and so every once in a while, you're going to run into some campers. You're going to be stuck in a 1v2 that you don't want to be in. This gun, with this class, if you hit all your bullets, you can kill 2 people. I've done it. But the good thing about this class is you swap over to your AK for the second part of it. That 3x scope, it really isn't zoomed in that much, so you can make it work for that second person. Like, you're probably going to kill the first person or at least get them down. And then the second person, you're going to probably take their plates off of them. You just swap over to the AK really quick, beam them real quick. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You cannot go wrong with it, but there is a skill gap to that. Like, it does take a little bit more skill. The thing about that MAC-10 that I love so much in this build is it has great movement, and the DPS on this gun is insane. Like, you absolutely melt people with it. But like I said, you have to hit your shots, and that's why I'm putting it at number 2 today. I would maybe rank it number 1 for me personally, just because I love these two guns, and they're probably my 2 favorite guns in the game for each class right now. I think the MAC-10 is being incredibly slept on right now, but there is that skill gap. You need to practice with both of these guns to really make it work, so it can be number 1. Let's go on to the actual number 1 though. Alrighty guys, and for number 1 today, I think I'm gonna get eaten alive for this one, but we're running the Stoner, which I don't think anyone can argue the Stoner. There is no argument with the Stoner. The Stoner in this is absolutely phenomenal. Let me move myself for just a second here so you guys can see this build. Absolutely phenomenal. Beams from so far away. One of the fastest time to kills in the game. Very minimal recoil. It's been adjusted, but it's still very minimal. Very, very minimal. I used it in Iron Trials, and I felt like people were melting just as fast as they were in standard Warzone. Even after using the AK, like, you shoot people anywhere in the body with this, it really doesn't matter. With the Cold War AK, I think it's faster if you shoot someone in the head, but with this one, shoot them all over the place, they die like that. It's very good. So, this is where the argument's going to come in, and where I might get some heat in the YouTube comments. The FFAR. This gun's back, guys. Whether you want to accept it or not, I have been testing this gun, and it is absolutely melting people. Remember, why this gun was so good originally is because the DPS on it. And DPS, I've heard me say it multiple times, damage per second. That's why this gun was so good originally. And in Iron Trials, more health, more damage per second, faster kills. This gun, 50 round mag, is a little... You got to mess around with it a little bit. You got to play with it, and you got to pull out your Stoner every once in a while. And you're missing a little movement speed, because this gun does feel very, very heavy after some of the changes they've made to it. So you have a slow class, which movement, yes, is very important in the game. But I think that this gun right here, for 99% of people, is better than most SMGs. Just because the time to kill is really freaking crazy. You can kill people at medium range. You can kill people at short range. And you match it with that Stoner, and you just beam people, bro, all over the map between these two guns. This gun is incredibly slept on right now. Super slept on. I'm kind of scared that it's going to find its way in the meta if one of these videos go like viral. So I hope it goes viral for the channel's sake, and so we can help more people out. But this gun is really good right now, guys. I've been testing it out in Rebirth. I've been testing it out in Iron Trials, and it is just absolutely beaming people. So those are the top 3 classes for you guys. But let's talk about a couple guns that are like potential sleepers here. Obviously, any LMG you can pretty much make work. RPD is pretty solid right now. MG82 probably has the fastest time to kill in the game, but you need to be mounted most of the time when you're using it. SA87 super slept on. Then technically has one of the fastest time to kills in the game, but I really wouldn't touch any of the other ones. And then when you go to SMGs, your really only other options are guns that have big enough clips, I would say. So I would probably argue that maybe like the PPSH is a good option, or the MP7 is a good option. If you guys need loadouts for any of those guns, go down to the description. There's a spot down there that says My Loadouts. Click that URL. It'll bring up every loadout that I have in the game, and it'll help you guys out tremendously on your guys' build. So like, there's people that I play with. I'm looking at you, Ellis, that comes into my stream every day, watches the stream every day, plays with me pretty often, and this guy goes, Rick, you have to try this build. I'm playing with it, and I'm like, dude, this build's horrible. Go to My Loadouts. And he's like, I didn't know about that. So yes, it's in the description below. Guys, no hate for you, Ellis. I appreciate you, brother, but come on. Come on. I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If this helped out anyone, make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel so you can find your way back, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.